So it's time to roll out on some fools. They're definitely going to get dealt with. We get the petrochemicals. I actually found it now that you can mouse over it here. It says that you get them from assignments. So basically, this would probably be a really good idea just to kick the shit out of these guys so that we can build the mods in here and we can make our base a little bit more efficient. I don't like the fact that, like in the previous episode, we sort of had to make everything like circular and ugly. I'm basically going to bulldoze the entire thing and start over from scratch once I have like the materials I need in order to do it, because I don't want it to look anything like the base in this sector, which is just like wah, wah. This sector right here needs so much work that it's like embarrassing, and unfortunately it's a mess, and I'm gonna have to work on it, and I know I'm gonna have to work on it, but I'll get it later. For right now, we're gonna jump in on this one.
Use your help, but I gotta warn you, people are gonna be shooting at you.
Well, you know, I'm rarely happy unless I'm being fired upon, and so what is this? Your enemies are stronger and more numerous. Suggested for veteran level ships. Are all of my ships veteran level? They are not, so I'm gonna go with standard for right now. And then I feel like this one. Oh, look, we got a new boat, though. We got a flare. Cool. Maybe I should. Nah, let's stick with standard for right now. Not everybody's at veteran level, and it specifically says suggested for veteran level ships, and only 2 out of my 4 are. So until they are all veteran level, I feel like I'm probably just going to sway away from that. Load! Load, little combat zone! Allow me to destroy my enemies. Load! I don't know if I like this or just like a normal loading screen better. This is kind of cool. Have trouble deciding.
There. See the mess? Transmitters generating interference all over the place, plus battleships to guard them. I'd like to hear Dr. Maverick explain just how we're supposed to cope with such a force exactly. Glad you're not letting us down here.
Long ago, people believed that the moon controlled the weather. We will prove them right.
I don't understand why you put up with this shit anyways. We obviously have nukes. Just nuke the moon.
Affirmative.
Like, let those dudes have it. That's a terrible plan. Don't listen to me ever when it comes to lunar diplomacy.
I'm aware the risk is high, but they must be stopped.
Here they come.
Okay, he just wants me to use support fleet 3 times. That's easily doable. Yeah, take that. My spark is leveled up, and now he's ready to ride on you jive turkeys. On this side, if I shoot that barrel, will it blow up this guy's boat? Take that, pontoon plane boat. Decide what you are, or I will destroy you with missiles.
All hands engage.
So what does this guy do? It looks like he fires torpedoes that do a considerable amount of damage. I accept that. I like it when I deal considerable amounts of damage. Inconsiderable amounts of damage would be cool too, because that would mean that their integer would be so large that we couldn't even fathom them anymore. But for no, don't go over there. Don't go over there. That's a bad idea. Go away. Those things shoot the missiles, and they're scary. I think we could probably just go around equally as efficiently. What does this guy want?
Cassian Industries has a situation suited to your skill.
Destroy hunters. Okay, we will destroy hunters. They say the same thing every single time, so I'm not going to do the dialogue anymore unless it's part of the storyline or whatever. We got EMP'd. Yeah, I just EMP'd on your face. How do you feel about that? EMP'd all over your bathroom. You were like, oh my god, how did he miss like this? It's so incredible. Hey, let's stop letting him tank all the bad stuff, yeah? Maybe I send you out first from now on. You're kind of slow though, so what are you, 1? Okay. So numero uno, go over here and handle this thing. And then everybody else jump in on it too. But we are definitely going to need more fuel before this gets any better. So we're taking a little bit of damage. I should probably utilize, there we go. I need barrages, I need all kinds of stuff right now, otherwise this mission is not going to hang in there for us. Go ahead and fire a missile over there. That'll blow that up. That looks like a trap to me though. That looks far too available.
Affirmative.
Was it a trap? Oh, it totally wasn't a trap. I feel better. Yay, I didn't get trapped. Every time bad things happen on camera, I just feel like an idiot. And everyone's just like, oh my god, Splattercat, he's so stupid. He is the worst. He is the dumbest human being ever. And I'm just like, internet, why you hurt me like this? Why you hurt me like this? I like to feel like I'm not that dumb, and I don't think there's that much Dunning-Kruger going on. I just feel like I'm easily flustered, and I'm bad at paying attention. Ooh, hello, Iridium. Do you want to be my friend? We're making money right now from murdering these guys. How crazy is that? Nukes! Shields! There we go. Let's get in here. Come on, everybody fire. Yep, they got 2 big old battleships. How is, like, a lunar militia maintaining an army this large? That's my question, is like, these are serious battleships are not cheap. They're really, really expensive. Getting your hands on a battleship takes work. Like, you've got to have production facilities, and like, you've got to have the machining standards and everything else to create stuff like this. Where are they getting it from? On the moon, is there water now? Like, how do they test their space boats? Oh shit, that thing is huge. More shields!
Underway.
There we go. And so we destroyed that little protector down in here. That'll give us more EMPs and some other useful little things. I should probably run a repair, or at least have somebody other than the little guy go first, because he's looking a little rough right now. We're also like down along the edge of the map, so I don't even know if this is like the best place for us to be. What is that? Pyrochemical storage? Oh, we'll blow that bitch up. Yeah, that's what it gets. Give me your petrochemicals, because I need them badly, because I need to upgrade and make my base more purty. Like, what, you're murdering us because you want your base to be more purty? I'm like, yeah, that's pretty much the short and skinny of it. I mean, that's most of the motivation. Oh, we're being missiled right now. Okay. Well, let's grab the support fleet, because those tend to be kind of useful.
Coordinates confirmed.
Oh man, I'm being shot again. Luckily, my missiles seem to do a lot more damage than his missiles, but it's unfortunate they got to repair so early, but I guess I'll do it. We've got nukes right here, so we might be able to make that go a little bit quicker by utilizing that. Perfect. That gets them out of the way. Do these have a hotkey or anything? Q. Q, U, and E. Okay, so that works out. I like that. That's a nice hotkey. That's not one that I look at and then roll my eyes and raise my eyebrows suspiciously. Got some fuel and some missile barrages over here. Let's go missile barrage right there. Probably could have aimed that a little bit better. But they're pretty frequently available. I mean, let's just get up in here. I need you guys to attack that. And then on this side, as soon as you stop and start bombardment, I'm going to throw a shield on you guys. Can't afford to really take the damage from this guy. Those little mortar things that he launches at you hurt like hell. They are quite stingy in nature. They're also, you know, stingy in artificiality, I guess. Go ahead and destroy these guys real quick. Could probably throw up another shield too, so there it is. That's the sound of my shield generator. I thought it would be funny. My employees don't agree. I thought it would be hilarious when I set it up, and so every single time we cast a shield, it's just like
Underway.
But apparently some people have weak stomachs, and every time they hear that noise, it makes them want to throw up. And so now every time I trigger a shield, we got to break out the mop. It sort of sucks. That was way easier than I expected. So we got to blow this shit up over here.
Battle stations.
Why do you guys like shooting my little boat? What did he ever do to you? Why don't you pick on somebody your own size like this guy? Woohoo! That guy got taken out by the explosion of his friend dying. Awesome. We can... Support fleet! Oh, no. Support fleet.
Enemy detected. All
Yeah! Get support fleeted on. Fleet, 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 fleet all over you.
Superior sends her compliments.
Is that because I destroyed the 5 hunters or whatever? But how will we ever do our Boy Meets World remake without more hunters? No!
systems online.
I'm gonna destroy the hell out of this guy. Ooh! Yes, I like that very much. I can't explain to you exactly how much I like my Spark, but I do like my Spark a lot. My Spark is dope.
All hands engage.
So for right now, maybe do I destroy just these? Here, we'll blow these up. Mission target! Ready to fire!
It's just steel and concrete. Our morale is impossible to destroy.
Your morale is impossible to destroy? Are you sure? Because morale is often linked to, like, body integrity in my experience. And with the way I'm going through your soldiers right now, I feel like they're probably not going to last much longer. I'm going to shoot this with missiles because obviously we don't need any of these other buildings around here. Missiles! Ba-choo, 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 ba-choo! Oh, you missed. You had one job. Hit that thing with missiles. What about this? Can I hit this with missiles? Yeah.
Good thing we have more than one building.
Take that. That was a good missile right there. That was a good missile right there. That was a missile your mama be proud. No, don't. Oh, shit. Got overly excited. It's okay. We got lots of fuel. It's not a big deal. Support fleet, do a better job at shooting him with your underwater footballs or whatever it is you're destroying him with. I don't know. This seemed like it was maybe easy, but I just wanted to be really, really sure. I don't want to be that guy up on YouTube who, like, takes a chance and then loses everything doing something dumb.
You're someone a guy can count on for sure. Without you, those terrorists would still be in charge around here.
Where are my petrochemicals at? I thought we were getting like 60 from this one. Alright, trumpeters, calm down. I realize it's a big deal for you. It's a building game. Oh, maybe I saw that wrong. I thought it said 60 in here somewhere. But maybe I'm just crazy. Yeah, I don't want to use support fleet that many times. I'm just going to leave right now. Upcoming rewards, we get a veteran flare, which is this little guy right here. When do you get the veteran spark? Like, when does he come along? Because it seemed like they were just stepping across the army, and then they stepped right over him. And he's cute. Look at his little hug gun right there. It looks like it wants to hug you. It's like, come here.
At least now we know you can hit things that don't move.
You're back? Now how's the status?
I must admit, I underestimated you. My apologies. Be assured we will support you in your endeavors.
And I'm sure we haven't seen the last of them. But the Global Union will not give in to Drake's demands. The lunar licensing program must continue.
I think I'll probably go back to a key of flows. Let's get this set up real fast so that we have...
You're here too. Then you can pop over to my
Oh,
local
he's just saying the same thing he always says. I actually wish there was a few less repeatable things that they say, because they use the same 4 or 5 voiceovers for these guys. Like, every time you come into the zone, he's like, hey, come buy stuff from me. And I'm like, no, I don't want to. Metal foam right there. I like those hats. I mean, I wouldn't wear one. It kind of looks like they work at Hot Dog on a Stick. So I'm not feeling it, but it might work someday. All right, so what we need right now is I actually need to, like, bulldoze everything now that we have petrochemicals. And so let's move all this stuff over slightly. And my goal here would be to take this. And what does this cost? 5?
Under provision of specific consumer goods detected.
It costs 5 and 1,300. That actually doesn't seem to have helped very much, does it? Then again, I haven't moved the roads around either yet. So if I bulldoze that, and then we go back over this way.
Warning. Facilities require additional manpower.
Yes, I am aware. Things are happening. They are strange and making you upset. It's okay, though, because I'm working on them. I am working on them. And that's all 5 right there, which means that I should be able to just go in. Oh, I can't make that work either. So I might extend this out, and then what I'll do is I'll take this right here, and I'll put another one on the end, and we'll just keep this street going all the way down. That only leaves us with 10 more petrochemicals, but what I could do is move this real quick. And then let's say after I've got you moved, it might be better to swap this to this side of the road, maybe. So let's say that I put that right there. That should keep them covered. And then on this side, we need 10 petrochemicals per. Oh, wow, that thing is huge. Okay. I didn't expect that to be that large. Alright, well, that's an issue. But it's not something that we can't just, like, weasel around. Like, it should be fine. So long as I know where I want to put things in the first place. So we take you and put you over there. Somehow that thing still magically does not have heat. We'll fix this in just a minute. I do like how the mechanic shifts from zone to zone. Like if you're in like temperate, you can do this. If you're in another zone, you can do like the other thing. You got to follow the little heat warning thing. So this will make it more efficient so that it produces more. It does take up a lot of land space though. What do these other ones do? Got a drone hive so our workers go down. Okay. Or with the accumulator units, that might be a smart idea here too. Because without the accumulator units, we're going to go through power pretty quickly. We don't actually have any other way to get power except by using these mines. And while we do have several of them, I don't know how I feel about that just yet. Workforce is still a little low, but we're doing a little bit of maintenance right now, so let that be calm. I'll drop that right there right now, but the plan is essentially just to take this over and over and over, and then this road right here will loop back so that we still have some kind of transit connection. But for right now, that'll work. Doesn't give us a ton of extra space to play around with, but it's enough for the moment. And then what I'll do is we'll take that down like so we can utilize a little bit more space in here. This is not permanent. Once again, Anno people that are really, really good at this game, don't freak out. I'm going to move this around a little bit later. And we're just going to kind of like resituate as we expand out, because right now we have very limited resources for a lot of the things we're trying to accomplish. This side we needed 75 protectors. That should be more than enough, I think. I don't know. I've built a couple of houses in here, and I keep hoping that maybe we'll be all right. But we just used up all of our petrochemicals. Can I buy more from you, pray tell?
Come on in and hang out.
Woo! Those are so expensive. Damn, son.
This is something we can't ignore.
Load your vehicle with 5 metal foam and deliver. Yes, I can do that. I can totally do that. So come over here and pick up the cargo, and while we wait for that to take place, let's continue our little planning spree here. Compression smelters. So this thing should be producing quite a bit of metal. Like, that should be ticking up, yeah, in a very, very grandiose way. Versus these down here, is there anything I can do with this? I've got landing nets, and so that would make me more productive. Oh, I can stick those out there? That's pretty sweet. Okay. The little heat thing, unfortunately, is not wide enough for me to really do a whole lot with this. I suppose if I went out like so, I might get some kind of extension, but I doubt it. Did you already load that up? Pick up the container. And then while we wait for that,
I can still improve that system.
we'll go ahead and swing them onto this side and drop them off, because that 30 will allow me to complete the compression chamber so that we can squish things a little bit better.
Welcome. How have you been? Look, my friend, I have a job and could use your help.
I don't really want the iridium.
Thanks. That's a load off my mind.
Cool. Do you normally just go around paying $90,000 for these sorts of things? What do you do?
I expected to see you here. Let me explain my case. Seaman International hopes to expand the Arctic's food supply network in partnership with you.
Cool.
We want to break routes straight through the ice. When our competitors caught wind of it, they called us madmen. But your presence here makes it possible. Together, we will convince the Arctic custodians we're up to the job. Now, of course, these new routes will be just as much yours as ours. Please don't jump to conclusions about our values. This is a project for sustainability. We don't seek to destroy, we want to supply. I trust we have your support?
I mean, that building looks kind of badass. It's got like little wires and stuff, and so I kind of want, plus it comes with a robot. So, as a fan of robots, I mean, I kind of feel like I should go along with this. So what does he want? Find an observation drone at the glacier. Oh, it's that little guy right there. Are they like at all the channels? So we basically just got to follow this around until we see the little drone flying. And each time we got to break on through to the other eyes. Break on through to the other eyes. Alright, so we got you. Is there ice over here? Nope. Bing, 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 bing. Bing, 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 bing. Bing, bing. Bing, bing. There we go. I knew I could do it. I just had to try harder the second time around. I don't see any other ice flows. There was the 2 flows. I thought that sounded like the Thor theme for a second. I was like, oh, it's time. We're going back to Valhalla. This is going to be the shit. Thor is the best superhero, by the way. I don't know if people had caught on to this just yet. But if you missed the memo, he is the superior Marvel hero, so I don't know what hero you're into, but Thor's better. Rage. I'm just kidding. I like everybody. I like Deadpool, actually. I read. Oh, wait, this looks like a flow.
I
Yeah.
have to warn you, forcing your way straight through will destabilize the whole area.
Just the one I'd hoped to find. I have a project that promises to be mutually rewarding.
Alright, so since this is all nice and wide right here, we're still a little bit low on workers. What I need to do... Does this increase my workforce allotment, though? I bet it does. That's probably what I wasn't paying attention to. Oh, you can have 8 of these? Dear God. Woo! They're so expensive, though. They're so expensive. Alright, so we got that covered. Let's go ahead and drop in a few more houses now. That should even us out slightly, I think. Nah, that's unfortunate. We didn't make it all the way in. What a bummer.
Construction options expanded.
So we can make molybdenum mines. We can do all kinds. This really seems like an inefficient way to get this done. Like, why don't you... We're like, no. These open air things that just spray hot air everywhere. That's how we want to do everything. Just don't question it. Let it happen. And looky there. We can add more stuff to each one of these, too. Very, very... Oh, that's badass. It's a spider bot? Yeah, somebody thought about that when they were designing. Be like, all right, so let's come up with the most unnecessary robot ever. And he was like, spider bot.
Under provision of specific consumer goods detected.
I'm gonna have an over provision of hand upside your ass if you don't stop bugging me, robot. Rubit.
As long as it stays like this.
So we got a house over there. House over there. Probably drop in a couple over here too. Just keeping people happy. Just trying to make sure everybody has the things that they desire and want. Got a pretty good heat zone going right now. I think we could probably afford to expand over here somewhere, but I don't really know what to put down. It looks like we need neuro implants. We got a molybdenum mine, which might be helpful. That's going to cost me 6,000. I have no idea what the upkeep on this bugger is going to be. It's got to be a lot.
This place doesn't provide much variety, but hey.
So a neuro module factory. Let me demolish this. And now that we have done so, obviously I probably want to open up a mine around here. And I think I like this idea right here, although sort of odd. I thought there was a spot over here where I could drop this in a little bit closer. One thing at a time, I suppose. One thing at a time. So as far as this goes right here, I could actually probably take you. Are you gonna be grumpy about the temperature? See, you have a tip outside the temperature, so how come this guy down here was so upset? I think he's fine now. Whatever. He's like, yeah, I found new things to complain about. Who knew? I think I'm good right now, though. I don't think I want to complain anymore. Fit this little bastard in right here, although it kind of seems like a waste, too. Did we already have the 5 right here? Is that all the modules we can have? Like, I can just keep slamming modules onto the end? How many... let's see here. We don't have enough fish input. So I should probably make a few more harbors as well.
I have complete confidence in you.
I'll bulldoze these later if I don't end up needing both. But for right now, oh, that sucks. Okay, so I was hoping that would work in the way that I wanted it to. And then it didn't, and then I cried, and then people made fun of me, and I had to leave the 3rd grade early and be homeschooled. Works for me. That should keep the fish input going. We've got goods input, sector balance -8. Is it just taking a minute for the goods to go, or do we not have the transit network? Oh, wow. Okay, so we need some pretty major transit infrastructure here before this is going to work out. I'll probably slap that down right there. How does that affect my heat? It doesn't? Okay. Trying to do a better job this time around. Mostly by not enclosing roads off like this, because that's where you get yourself into trouble. Yeah, I realize. See, that's super lame that, like, it's almost completely and totally inside the heat radius. Just let it work, you know? Let it work. We are losing money really rapidly right now. So instead of going this way, I'm probably going to bail out on this side, and I'll probably go back over to here and figure out what the hell happened in Walbrook. And I'll do my best, because this place is actually better suited to retrofitting to fund this area. I'm going to go after this, so...
You don't waste any time. I like that.
You know me.
Combine resources. Information like this would benefit both of us.
Go ahead and drop in new citizens everywhere that I can over here, because we have loads and loads and loads of resources to draw from on this side. Those gaps right there don't fill me with a huge amount of happiness, but I can move stuff around a little bit. At a certain point, sometimes I feel like it's just so far gone that it's like, what do we even work on here? Let's go ahead and move these cats over to this side.
Attention. Under provision of specific consumer goods detected.
It's okay. I'll work on it in a second. So on this side, what I need is I need new water production. Yes, make more water and do it better. And so there we go. Now we're producing water far more efficiently. Also, it looks all cool and symmetrical. I like how, did you see that right there? That was really cool. When you take the module and you drop it off, it sinks down into the water and it makes a splash. That's really awesome. You can also go with workforce maintenance right here, but I think I would actually, I think we have a ton of electricity, don't we?
So, have you finished your assignment yet?
What assignment was that? Load your vehicle with 50 biopolymers and take them over to Myshion's plane. Okay. Send this over to here. But that's going to be the end of our time today. My name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me at the Nerdcast for the next episode of Anno 2205. I'm going to focus on moving things around for a couple minutes in between episodes. Maybe, I don't know, making things a little bit more efficient on this side. Maybe bulldozing some roads and making things look a little bit nicer. I will see you all in the next episode.